Thank you, Director. The Permanent Secretary for Finance, Permanent Secretary for Information, staff and members of the Ministry, I believe staff of MITT and MITT is also here, Fijian Elections Office, Vodafone. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, our media partners, thank you very much and a very good morning to you all. Of course, it's a great pleasure to address you once again, and especially for an initiative that is going to impact the lives of a lot of Fijians affected by TC Winston. And I believe we are going to look at approximately 30,000 households in terms of providing assistance for the Help for Homes as announced by the Honourable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this program, the training program that you are going to go throughout the day with the various partners that we have in terms of implementation of this initiative will equip you with the information, knowledge, skills, and prepare you for the successful rollout of this program as we intend to do later next week. And I'm sure you are all aware that the devastation left by TC Winston will take a long time for the country to recover. And of course, the devastation and the impacts of it is real. And many Fijians are still suffering from this even today. Our vulnerable groups, women, children, elderly, and persons living with disability are at a greater risk. And that is why we need to begin the rebuilding process immediately so that these Fijians, affected Fijians, can put this tragedy behind them as soon as possible and put roofs back over their heads and lead a normal lives. Help for Homes initiative, ladies and gentlemen, gives immediate relief to affected families, again, so that they can start rebuilding. And in this initiative, we are going to give them resources and the know-how to rebuild their homes back better and safer than before. The initiative will begin by targeting the 12 priority areas that were mostly affected by the cyclone, and these include Tailevu, Rekireki, Tavua, Ba, Lotoka Nendi, Yasawa, Vanambalavu, Taviuni, Kamea, Yadata, Lakundrove, Bua, Netasiri, and the Lomaiviti group. And this initiative is designed not only to rebuild homes, but also to make sure that the homes that we rebuild are more capable of withstanding severe weather events down the road. This is one-of-a-kind initiative. Never before have we seen such a high level of assistance rendered to affected Fijians. And like I said, it's about building back better as well as safer. Through this assistance, the Ministry of Women, Children and Poverty Alleviation will be reaching out to more than 30,000 families affected all across Fiji. These households, now registered in the master list, were identified by the National Disaster Management officials whose assessments categorized homes either completely or partly destroyed. At this point of time, please allow me to acknowledge the tiring efforts of all officials, all DISMEC officials and all ministries, all NGOs, all our partners, donor agencies, corporate bodies, individuals, organizations, all that provided hands-on relief to the affected Fijians during the wake of TC Winston. Once again, through the Help for Homes initiative grant, electronic cards preloaded with funds to affected households, which will use it to purchase building materials from approved and registered hardware retailers. To encourage competitive pricing from retailers, government has called for expressions of interest from local hardware retailers to provide fixed prices for items that the government has identified as essential for the rebuilding process. We have an initial budget of $70 million, and this will be used to assist households with an annual income under $50,000. The Fijian government, in collaboration with Vodafone Fiji Limited, will introduce prepaid electronic cards similar to M-Pesa that can be topped up with specific amounts of funds. The amount loaded on the cards will depend on the extent of damage sustained to the recipient's home. Homes with partial roofing damage qualify to receive $1,500. Homes with complete roofing damage qualify to receive $3,000, and homes that have been completely destroyed will receive $7,000 as per assessments done by the NDMO and officials. Ladies and gentlemen, squatter settlements, those living in squatter settlements will also be assisted with $1,000 in funds for partial or complete damage. Only homeowners are eligible for assistance under these initiatives. Community halls, churches, schools, and those families who are renting a home that has been damaged do not qualify. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we'll be launching a large-scale public awareness campaign on the requirements to qualify for Help for Home, informing Fijians of what they need to do to receive their funds. My ministry will lead the distribution of the electronic cards, and of course we are committed. That's why we are having this in-house training session, to making sure the process is targeted and well organized, so we can get these funds in the hands of those affected Fijians as soon as possible. Advertisements will also communicate the legal repercussions of providing false information or misleading information to government officers in trying to gain access to funds for this initiative. With the False Information Act 2016 already in place, we want to make these penalties clear to anyone who would seek to unfairly benefit from this initiative, so only deserving applicants receive this assistance. The law will ensure that anyone found guilty of giving false information would face the penalty as set out in the False Information Act 2016. And I believe during the day, you as those officers who are going to help in the implementation and the distribution of cards will be taken through this act to ensure that the information that you give to those who will be coming to the distribution centers are loud and clear. And of course, I strongly believe that the False Information Act, ladies and gentlemen, is a timely law, for it will ensure that assistance reaches to the hands of those who genuinely deserve it. In terms of application forms, there are going to be two forms. One is for registration and the other one is for refund. And again, you'll be learning details of these forms and how these forms should be used for. We will ensure that these forms are available at the centers of distribution and of course in Fiji Sun and all our local welfare offices for the people to have access to it. I'm pleased to say that the ministry is already ready to implement this initiative in accordance with the relevant guidelines. Today's training staff, I'm sure, will enable you to effectively understand and coordinate the implementation plan for these initiatives. This training is to prepare you for a very, very important task ahead of you. Please remember, the entire nation is looking up to us. When I say us, I'm talking about all those officials who will be used in ensuring that we successfully implement this. And I think we should be happy that we have been chosen, that our ministry has been chosen to do this, to serve the nation. Please remember, like I said, the entire nation is looking up to you. There are families who have lost their loved ones. There are families who still have their loved ones suffering from the injuries, physical injuries, traumatic injuries, and like I said, it's going to take a long time for us to help those who have been affected. And whatever you do, the way you serve these people while we are trying to implement this initiative is very important, and that's why today's session has been conducted, to prepare you for that. Remember, as I said, you are the chosen ones to serve our Fijians, so please serve with sincerity. I think that's something that I have harped on from day one when I took over the reins of this ministry. We have to serve with honesty, sincerity, and dedication, because we are looking at those people who are vulnerable. Okay? And those Fijians affected by TC Winston are more vulnerable than they were ever before. So please serve with sincerity and honesty and with a lot of compassion in your hearts. If I may remind you, when we had the mock presentation with the Prime Minister 2 days ago, he did mention, he said to me, Minister, your staff need a lot of patience. We will come up with cases where people are frustrated. Please understand their frustrations because of what they have gone through. And I urge you to use that compassion you may not be compassionate. I mean, I'm sure we expect our staff to be very compassionate because we deal with these kind of people. So serve with integrity, serve with a lot of passion in your heart. Please try to put yourself in their position, empathize with them, what they are going through. Okay? I mean, I'm sure we are lucky that we have a roof over our head. We have things that are still intact after TC Winston. But again, if as a staff, as an official here, if you have gone through the effects of TC Winston, we do sympathize with you. And let's see that this program, this initiative prepares us to serve those that we are mandated to serve with a lot more compassion. And I'm sure each one of you has that talent. You have that ability, and you have that reasoning in you that yes, we are going to serve those that come to us with compassion, and of course integrity and honesty as we are looking at. And of course I'd like to appeal to the people to be patient with us as well, okay? Because we are looking at a large number of affected Fijians. So we'd appeal to the public to please be patient with us. We are here to assist you get through this traumatic times. The journey ahead is very challenging. It's very challenging, I agree. Okay? While we were in the preparation stage, we were going through nightmares. Okay? How we are going to implement that. But I'm sure with the right will, with the heart to serve, we all will do this well. And of course, unity and perseverance is another thing. We might have to work long hours. I know you'll be tired, but if you need assistance, the team will always be there to support you. And we will also look after your welfare as well. In order to serve the welfare of the Fijian people, we understand that your welfare is also paramount. Okay? So walk in groups, walk with unity, talk to each other in case you need advice, you need more resources. Let the central coordinating team know, and we will try to facilitate it. And like I said, when you leave the room after the training today, please make a pledge that together we will deliver this important initiative to its true cause. And of course, this will also give us a great opportunity for each one of us to reach out and provide a helping hand to thousands of families who are looking up to us with a lot of hope to support them in the efforts to rebuild their lives. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to convey my deepest gratitude and appreciation towards Vodafone for its valuable partnership towards this initiative. In particular, Mr. Shailen Prasad and his team at Vodafone. Thank you very much for the commitment towards this initiative. To the Supervisor of Elections, once again, a big Vinakavakalevu to your team, Supervisor, for partnering with us as well. To the staff of MITT, thank you for coming up and being part of this initiative with my ministry. And of course, once again, I acknowledge all the government ministries who have paired up with the Ministry of Women to coordinate the plans, in particular for my thanks to PS Finance, PS Information, PS Rural and Maritime Development, and of course the National Disaster Management Office, and all the staff, as I said, who have been on the ground, who are still on the ground trying to assess damages and see how best affected Fijians are assisted. And at this point, I wish you all the very best for this training session. Please make the most of this session to interact, seek information, and prepare yourself for the implementation of the Help for Home initiative, which will be rolled out from the 5th of May. 5th of May next week. Okay? Thank you very much. And I have much pleasure in officially opening this training for you. God bless you, and thank you very much.